5-game series between the Oklahoma City Dodgers and the San Antonio Missions. We are live in a few moments. Taking the mound for the home team is Eric Yardley, and he will get this one started here today. He's age 29, weighs 170 pounds, and his height is 6'0". Into the box now for Oklahoma City, Drew Jackson.
Oklahoma City, the shortstop.
And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Jackson.
And we are underway as the sinker is in the zone for strike one. 1 o'clock, our first pitch here on this Sunday afternoon. We're wrapping up the series after this.
1 o'clock.
And pretty much we are tomorrow night in Iowa. So if you're just tuning in with us tomorrow night, make sure you tune in at 7:05 as we take on the Iowa Cubs. One away, and we begin our starting lineups first for the visiting Oklahoma City Dodgers. There it is on your screen. Everybody's got a big role today as we are underway of this 5th of this 5-game series here in the beautiful city of the San Antonio area. And that one's going to be fouled off. And now he's in 0-1. Omar Estevez is up to the plate now. 1 strike, nobody on, no score, top of the first inning.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And the changeup will miss, and now even up the count at 1-1. Beautiful Sunday afternoon as crowds are still piling in. Comfortable 79 degrees here at first pitch. Partly cloudy, winds blowing at 7 miles an hour, blowing in from center. And it's going to be a nice, breezy, yet a little warm afternoon. And that's going to be hit to the hot corner. Can he get him? Yes, he can. 2 away.
Batting third, the center fielder.
So we are at Iowa
Peters.
for 4 games. We are back home on Saturday, May 4th, as we take on the visiting Round Rock Express. And got to say, that would be good for a homestand. Up to the plate now, DJ Peters facing the pitcher, Eric Yardley. And facing them face-to-face and stuff. And that sinker is going to be fouled off, and now he's in an 0-2 hole. DJ Peters was from AA Tulsa back in the Texas League, and gotta say his role model is he got moved up to AAA because of his great, excellent performance in AA. Well, this will conclude the top half of the first inning, and we got no score as we go through the first. Stepping in for the visitor pitcher today, Alex Wood, and here's his stats right here to see how good he is. And he takes the mound for the away team or the home team when they're back in Oklahoma City. And coming up to the plate now for San Antonio, Tyrone Taylor.
The center fielder.
Taylor at .400.
Taylor.
And gotta say, he's pretty good. While his batting average, 400. Shout-outs to get to as we get started the bottom half of the first inning for the home squad. We've got Oklahoma City fans watching from their home state of Oklahoma. And want to welcome them to today's gameplay. As we are here in San Antonio, Texas. About to wrap up 5 games here at home. San Antonio winning the first 2 games of the series opener. And Oklahoma City getting flat up even with them. Now the series at 2-2. And today, if whoever wins this one, they'll win like the best of 5. It's like in Texas League baseball, you have 5 games, and whoever wins the 5th of best of 5 will move to the championship series and play 5 games of wherever they're going to play at.
Rodriguez.
Well, Ronnie Rodriguez comes up to the plate now. Average 221, 14 home runs, 43 RBIs, and let's say this guy right here can flat up deal, I should say. Now here's the first pitch to Rodriguez. Up high on that two-seam fastball, and he's now in the count 1-0. Runner at first, nobody out, and a base runner at first. And that's ball 2 is a 4-seam fastball, not even inside the zone. Now the count 2-0. Count now 2 balls, no strikes. And he'll miss again, ball 3. And Lucas Erseg now on the deck for San Antonio today. Here's the 3-0. And he misses again, ball 4. And he's really in danger now as he just now gave up 2 walks here in the bottom half of the first. And now bring up Lucas Erseg. Good plate discipline for the 2 base runners. And looking to do damage here. And that's a strike on that knuckle curve. 83 miles an hour called for strike 1. We're going to go ahead and get some shout outs going on. If you're just tuning in with us, make sure that you write us down in the comments. And you could tell us where you're tuned in from. And if you're in from San Antonio watching the missions, and make sure you wave to our camera crew and they'll find you. So we got some pretty good fans right in section 100 behind home plate waving at us. Good afternoon. And if you're just tuning in, well, we got some fans from West Texas tuning in. The AA Texas League. Got Arkansas and many other guys that are watching.
That's an out.
And we got a double play on our hands, and that's 2 quick outs. But meanwhile, the runner at second will move to third. And now it's time to look at your starting lineups for today's matchup here at home. And gotta say, these guys are going to bring it today. You look at this starting lineup, and they are just going to try to win today's ball game and hope for the best, I should say. And number 4, Keon Broxton, approaching the plate now as he faces the pitcher from Oklahoma City, Alex Wood. As he takes a ball, now the count 1-0. 2 outs after the double play. And that two-seam fastball will even up at 1-1. So we will be back on Saturday next weekend. So you don't want to forget that we play the Round Rock Express. And line drive, that's going to be trouble. And San Antonio delivers their first run here in today's contest. And now they will take a 1-0 early lead here in the bottom half of the home first. And got to say, that was a nice clean base hit, if I do say so myself. And now bringing up Ryan Healy .237 average, 7 home runs, 26 RBIs. And gotta say, he's pretty good here in AAA ball. .44 in opposition. And pretty good here in AAA San Antonio. A lot of good guys in AA will get that opportunity of getting up into AAA. And my dad always told me, you know, son, AAA, they have better ball players and some pretty good ones. Reminds me of Dusty Coleman being in AA Midland and evidently getting moved up to AAA Omaha. And he was part of the Storm Chasers before he got onto the disability list. And gotta say, that right there, you know, he's a pretty good ball player. He was really well back during 2014's AA season. That's when the Missions was still part of the Texas League. You know, they played Springfield, Tulsa, Arkansas, and Northwest Arkansas. And Midland, Frisco, and Corpus Christi.
Batting fifth.
And those are the AA teams. And now you look at San Antonio being part of the AAA Pacific Coast League. And now their new family members, the Amarillo Sod Poodles. And right now they'll bring in Alexander Palma. 2 base runners on, and gotta say, danger is looming for this Oklahoma City pitcher, Alex Wood, as he just walked in 4 already. So 4 walks here in this half inning. And that's going to be in serious trouble, but the left fielder has it, and that is the inning. 1 run, 1 hit, and no errors, and 2 left. We head to the top of the second, and San Antonio is out in front, 1-0. Leading off the top half of the second for San Antonio, Jared Walker. As he will come in to start the top half of the second for Oklahoma. And that sinker is in the zone for strike 1. You know, beautiful Sunday afternoon, and if you're just tuning in, welcome to our broadcast here today. Gotta say, you're in for a real treat. 1 away, as the right fielder will chase that one, and now we get you set for this one here today. And your defensive lineups, you got Tyrone Taylor in center, and gotta say, guys, best of the best right here. He can chase down balls, and he can get them, throw people out, and all of that other cool stuff. Now stepping up to the plate, Kybert Ruiz, as he takes a ball for a strike. Now the count holds at 0-1. 0-1, here it is. And that's going to be popped up to the hot corner. The third baseman's got his eyes on it. 2 away.
Batting fifth, the first baseman.
And now bring up Matt Beatty. .775 in opposition. His average is .265. And gotta say, Oklahoma City is doing really well in their batters. And they're going to throw him out at first, and that will do. The inning is over. Bottom half of the second coming up. 7, 8, and 9 due hitters due up. And San Antonio is still leading the contest 1-0. Bottom half of the second now, and stepping in, Mark Mathias.
The second baseman,
as we will play the home half of inning number 2. And that knuckle curveball is outside the zone for the ball, 1-0. Well, today we've been seeing this Oklahoma City pitcher just not throwing inside the strike zone, and already walked 4 during the past inning. And that 2 seamers inside the zone, and now the count holds at 2 balls and 1 strike. And that's going to be hit to the shortstop, and he'll be thrown out at first, 1 away. And now it's time to look at the Oklahoma City defensive lineups. DJ Peters in center, and Cody Thomas right in the right field. Terrence Gore right in the left. Drew Jackson from Tulsa in shortstop. And you gotta say, you got a lot of good prospects here in AAA. Better ball players, but still, same from AA. Manny Pena, .228 average, 7 home runs, 25 RBIs. Gotta say, he was really good during this time in AA. And getting moved to AAA San Antonio. I've got to say, he's going to have a pretty good time while he's up AAA, and soon will be called to the majors. Now, and he's really going to get into the Major League of Milwaukee Brewers, or wherever the organization is going to need him more and stuff. 2 away as the second baseman will get to that one, and that's 2 quick outs here to start the bottom half of the second. And now we're going to have the battle of the pitchers, Eric Yardley versus the pitcher on the mound, Alex Wood. And now that's going to be a knuckle curve outside for the ball. Now the count 1-0. Count now, 1 ball, no strikes to count. And that's going to be hit to second. And they are going to throw him out at first, and that is the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. On to the top of the third, 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up. And San Antonio out in front, 1-0.
The right fielder.
Batting
Cody
in the 7th spot, Cody Thomas for Oklahoma City. Now coming up to start the top half of the 3rd inning for the visitors here today. Beautiful partly cloudy Sunday afternoon and nice and warm. Oh! And they're going to throw him out. He knocks him down, out number 1.
Batting 8.
That's a pretty good play right there.
Gore.
Able to get the out. And now bring up Terrence Gore. .275 average with only 1 RBI. And that sinker is in there. Now make it no ball, 1 strike the count. At the knees for the sinker. 0-2. Good crowd today on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. And hopefully it'll tell us how many is here today. Tickets still being punched and fans still taking their seats. And that will be the first strikeout for Eric Yardley. And make that 2 quick outs to start the top half of the 3rd. Stepping in now, the pitcher, Alex Wood. Alex Wood, .222 average, no home run, no RBIs, .444 here in this game here today. And the sinker is 82 miles an hour, called for strike 2, and now they're down up against it in the final strike of inning number 3. Strike 3 called as he misses the changeup, and that is the top of the third. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Bottom half of the third coming up. San Antonio is out in front, 1-0. Bottom of the third, set to roll, and stepping in, Tyrone Taylor.
The center fielder.
Up to the plate now. Bottom half of the third, set to go. Base hit in the right, and he's aboard with a no-out single.
Now batting, shortstop, Ronnie.
And now bring up Ronnie Rodriguez. Base runner at first, nobody out. 1-0 our score, and a San Antonio lead. Two-seam fastball. Inside for a strike. Now the count 0-1. Here it is. Outside for the ball. Now even up at 1-1. Here's the count. And that two-seamer is outside the zone for the ball. Now 2 balls, 1 strike. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. And the knuckle curve will be fouled off, and now even up at 2-2. .41 pitches so far from Alex Wood. And now the count is full at 3-2, and now bring on deck Lucas Erseg. Base runner at first, nobody out in a 3-2 full count. And he will miss, so that will be second and first with still nobody out.
Now batting, third baseman.
And he's just struggling today, guys. I don't know why, but he can't find the strike zone for one reason. Guess the heat is just taking over him. And now that'll bring up Lucas Erseg. And a knuckle curveball, 83 miles an hour, is down low outside the zone for the ball, 1-0. Bottom half of the third. San Antonio is up front in a 1-0 early lead. Scoring in the bottom half of the first inning. And now count now 2-0. And gotta say, he's in danger now. He could get bases loaded if he doesn't start concentrating in the strike zone. And the two-seamer is in the zone for a strike. Now 2 balls, 1 strike. Two and one, here it is. And that's outside. And now Keon Broxton on deck for San Antonio. Now to count 3-1. And he will miss ball 4. And now the bases become loaded with still nobody out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Keon Broxton.
And now they'll bring in Keon Broxton. 1 for 1, a single and an RBI. And an opportunity to do some extreme damage here. Did he hold up in time? No, he did not, says the home plate umpire at strike 1. Keon today is 1 for 1. I gotta say, today he's gonna try to do his best in winning this one for his ball club today. 0-2, here it is. And that's gonna be up the middle, and that will get a run in. Bases are still loaded with still nobody out. And we're going to take some time because here comes the pitching coach here. And got to say, this guy is just struggling. He's not focusing in strikes. He's walking way too much. And so far, if he doesn't get his shape together, he's going to get an early hook to the showers. And that's going to be line to third, and that will be the first out. So it would have been a base hit if it would have been a little more over his head. And now bring in Alexander Palma, 0 for 1 with a fly out in the first inning. One out and base is still loaded. 2-0 our score in the third inning. And two-seam fastball is inside the zone for a strike. Now the count holds 0-1. 0-1, here it is. And that's going to be a double play. 3, 6, 4, and that will do it. The inning is over. 1 run on a couple base hits, no errors. 1, 2, 3 hitters due up for Oklahoma City. And we start the fourth inning next. Leading off the top of the fourth, Drew Jackson. As he's 0 for 1 with ground out in the first inning, will come up to the plate to start the top half of the visitor fourth inning. And that's going to be fouled off in the right, and that ball go out of play. And that's her strike one. 0-1, here it is. And that's going to be hit to the hot corner. And they're going to nail him out by the tag, and that will be the first out.
Now batting, second baseman.
And now they'll bring in Omar Estevez. You got to say, pretty close play. And getting him out just by applying the tag. I say that's pretty good, if I do say so myself. That's really good in getting that. High, really high. Right fielder has it, 2 down.
Now
top half of the fourth is progressing quickly and stepping up now. DJ Peters, 0 for 1 with a fly out in the first inning. A swing and a miss on the sinker, and I got to say, wow. You can hear one of the fans say, I can hear a breeze from that one. It feels ice cold. And make sure every Mission's home game, you can bring in a coupon from your Circle K, and that'll bring in $2. So you give that to your concession stand, and you'd be good to go. 1, 2, 3 inning here in the top half of the fourth. 7, 8, and 9 hitters due for the Missions to start the bottom half of the fourth. And that'll bring in the seventh batter of this ball game, Mark Mathias. Up to the plate now. And that's going to be well hit. And, oh my gracious, he can't hold on. Oh, man. And, uh-oh, we got something going on here. Got an injury on the field. Cody Thomas had both hands on his back, trying to work through some stiffness. The trainer believes that the injury is such that a few days will make him good as new. However, Thomas will need to be removed from this game.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention,
and
please.
Luke Raley will take the right field position for Oklahoma City.
Luke
and
Raley
come in due to his injured teammate.
The catcher, number 9.
And then batting 8th, number 9, Manny Pena. Up to the plate now. As he's a two-seam fastball in there for a ball, 1-0. 1-0 delivery. And that will be fouled off on the two-seamer, and now even up at 1-1. So we are back Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday for Here at Home. After we get back from the great state of Iowa, taking on the Iowa Cubs for the first time. Coming back home, playing the AAA affiliate of the Houston Astros, the Round Rock Express. Two-seam fastball, and now even up the count at 2-2. Do have the schedule, and it looks like we will play either New Orleans or Las Vegas. Can't even find out, but we'll figure out something.
57.
Who we play after Round Rock. Don't forget, on Saturday, May 11th, we will be at New Orleans for the first ever time of the season, taking on the Baby Cakes. And then back home after Tuesday the 14th, having that Wednesday off to get back to San Antonio and play a 5-game series against the Memphis Redbirds. Now Tuesday, May 21st, we head to Round Rock. All right. And that's going to be hit high. And the right fielder will get that one. 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tyrone.
And now bring in Tyrone Taylor. 1 for 1, a single and 2 runs here today. Tyrone Taylor 1 for 1 here today. And Alex Wood just getting his pitches just way too high. Pitch count up to 65.
Nope.
And now the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 out, bottom half of the 4th inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count with a runner at first. And a San Antonio 2-0 early lead, bottom half of the 4th. 1-2, here it is. And swing and a miss on that knuckle curve, and that will end the inning. So we go to the top of the 5th on this Sunday afternoon, and the Mission still out in front 2-0. Top half of the 5th set to go, and stepping in Jared Walker.
Jared
Up to the plate now. Now
0-1.
the count 0-1. Pretty high confidence for Eric Yardley today. And that sinker is going to be fouled off to the left, and that's for strike 2. Line drive into center. That's a base hit. And they're now into the hit column. Now Oklahoma City will get their tying run up to the plate with a base runner at first. And still nobody out.
Inside, ball 1.
And now bring up Cabert Ruiz. 0 for 1 with a pop out in the 2nd inning. 1 ball, no strike to count.
Ball, that's off the plate.
And a sinker will miss. Now the count 2-0. 2-0, here it is. And a sinker is in there for a strike. 2-1. Excuse me. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. And that will even up at 2-2. 2-2, here it is. And, well, uh-oh, that's going to be a double play.
Out.
And indeed it will. And 2 outs come. And
Now
that's the last thing
the
that
first
they
baseman,
wanted to get into.
Beatty.
And the shortstop is going to cover the second baseman. And they'll throw him out at first. And beautiful 2 outs. Matt Beatty up to the plate now. And gotta say, 2 outs after the double play. And the Dodgers organization looking like they're in trouble now here today. Now the count 0-2, and gotta say, with 2 away in the inning, this could be another 1-2-3 inning for Oklahoma. And the sinker is going to be fouled off. Now the count still holds at 0-2. 0-2, here it is.
I got the count 1-2.
Down low. And the sinker will be close to the dirt. And now that count 1-2. Fouled off again on the slider. And still holding on for dear life. Holy cow. 1-2, here it is.
2 balls.
And that'll even up at 2-2. 2-2, here it is. And that's going to be hit right in the center. And he's aboard with a base hit. So top of the 5th still going on with 2 out
Now
in the
batting,
inning. And
right
only
fielder,
1 base
Luke
runner at first.
Rayleigh.
Got to see how Eric Yardley's doing. He gave up 2 hits so far and struck out 2. And his number is really getting up in there. So the bullpen better do something and keep a close eye on their starter
0-1
today.
count.
Luke Riley already in right field following the injured teammate today. And gotta say, that injured teammate will be off for a few days. And he should be good as new. And ready to go back and play for AAA Oklahoma when they're at home.
1 ball, 2
And that
strikes.
slider, 77 miles an hour, called for a ball. He got a ball and 2 strikes. No, San Antonio looking to get the side punched out. And they are going to run him off at second. And that is the inning. So a few base hits. And gotta say, few of those runs. And stepping in, Ronnie Rodriguez up
Leading
to
off
the
for
plate
San
now.
Antonio, the shortstop, Ronnie.
2 hits. Do
Rodriguez.
pardon me about that. 2 hits in this game for Oklahoma City. 4 runs for San Antonio. I'm getting y'all confused on runs over hits. I do apologize. 4 hits and 2 runs for the Missions here. It's like I got a monkey in the booth. Holy Toledo.
1-1.
Telling me, uh-oh, giving me some misinformation. I do apologize about that. 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors for San Antonio.
Ball 2.
And only 2 hits for Oklahoma City.
2-2.
Bottom half of the 5th, 2-0 our score. And that's going to be knocked down at the hot corner. They're going to try to get him. And nope, he's safe at first. So he'll run down. And
Now
that scorer's
batting,
decision will be a base hit.
Lucas Airseg.
That'll bring up Lucas Airseg. And the 2-seam fastball is near inside, and that's a strike. No, and 1 delivery. And that's going to be a double play. 3, 6, 4, and that will be a costly double play. Both runners will be out on contact.
Keon Broxton.
And I'll bring up Keon Broxton. 2 for 2 with 2 singles and 2 RBIs here today in this game. Up high on that 2-seam fastball. Now the count holds 1-0. One-oh delivery. And the changeup will be swinged and a miss, and that's a strike 1. And that will be, nope, ball 2. Thought it was a strike for just a moment, but evidently it's called a ball. Now the count 2-1. Ball 3 on that 2-seamer. And on deck is Ryan Healy. Now the 3-1. Hit to second. And they will throw him out at first, and that is the inning. No runs and a few base hits, no errors. 8-9 hitters due up for the Dodgers. And San Antonio up front 2-0. Leading off the inning, Terrence Gore, 0 for 1, a strikeout in the third. And we are getting ready to start the top half of the visitor 6 for Oklahoma City. Gotta say, a good day for Eric Yardley. Pitch count is just low in the dirt. And they won't get him, and he beats it out with a sacrifice bunt.
Now batting, the pitcher,
and he's aboard at first.
Your attention, please.
And that will bring up a pinch hitter here.
Zach.
And that'll bring up Zach Rex. Uh-oh. Double play. 3, 6, 4. And oh my gracious, another double play. And San Antonio is holding their distance here today.
Jackson.
Now bring up Drew Jackson up to the plate. 2 ground outs. And Eric Yardley, this could be his last inning here. And that's going to be a line drive up the middle for a base hit. And they are going to pick him off. My gracious, what was he thinking? And now we got the bottom half of the 6, and Ryan Healy will lead off the middle half of the home 6. And 2-0 our score.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Josh Boers,
number 76,
will come up to do the pitching for the Dodgers. And we are set to start the bottom half of the 6. And up to the plate, Ryan Healy.
Ryan Healy.
And here we go with inning number 6. Shortstop's going to get this one. And they are going to close play, throw him out at first. And that's a tough out, number 1.
Batting, left fielder, Alexander.
Now bring up Alexander Palma. And you got the left-hand pitchers getting ready in their bullpen. Getting ready for their warm-up pitches. And that's going to be hit to the hot corner. Is he going to run it out? Nope. They're going to call him out at first. And that will be out number 2.
Mathias.
And stepping in now, Mark Mathias, 1 for 2 with a single in the 4th inning. Facing off Josh Spores. And that 4-seam fastball is in there for a strike. 0-1. Scott Alexander and Jake McGee are the lefties warming up in the Dodgers bullpen. Now the count 1-1. One and one, here it is. And now the curveball, 2-1. And that 2-seamer is up there. In for a strike. 2 out with nobody on. And a 2-0 score. And that's going to be hit. Chasing after it, the center fielder makes the play, and that's the inning. So 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up for the Dodgers as we start the top half of the 7th with Omar Estevez coming up. Leading off the 7th, Omar Estevez. 0 for 2 with the fly out and the grind out.
Estevez.
Grind out? Where did that come from? It's ground out. You monkey! Trying to get me confused already. Oh wait, you baboon. Oh, whatever you want to call it. Top of the 7th already. And Omar Estevez coming up to the plate now. And Eric Yardley is getting tired, so the manager's going to come out and replace him. And a stellar performance today, as this will do for his starter. Yardley did an amazing job, and he gives a tip of the cap to his home crowd as he will walk away with his head held up high. Thomas Jenkins coming up to continue the top half of the 7th inning here on the mound. And got to say, he's just really good. Did a little warm-up pitching to get him going. And we are going to take some station identification, and we will be back here on the show in just a few moments. We're back here on the show as we're getting set for a new pitcher facing off Omar Estevez. And here we go. 4-seam fastball, swinging and miss to Omar. Now the count 1-2 strikes. One and two, here it is. And that's going to be fouled off. And that'll be a foul ball. One and two delivery. Here it is. Line drive up the middle. Another base hit. And now they're getting their work cut out for them, but still no runs have come across to score.
Peters.
And now bring up DJ Peters up to the plate. And a double play is in order, in fact. Peters was 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts here in the game here this afternoon. And that's going to be fouled off. And now the count 0-2. Strike 3 called, and that is the first out in the inning. And Peters just saying, unbelievable.
The third baseman, Jared.
You call that a strike? Well, let's say it this way. Don't argue balls and strikes to an umpire. I've said this back in AA Texas League baseball. You never argue a ball or a strike to a home plate umpire, because that's one way you get ejected out of the ball game and automatically just get fined. Jared Walker is up to the plate now, 1 for 2, and he had a single in the 5th inning. And now that will even up the count on that 2-seamer. Now the count 1-1. One and one. Here it is. And that's going to be lined foul. No foul ball on that play. One and two. Here it is. And that's going to be fouled off. One and two. Fouled off again on that 4-seamer. And he's staying alive. 1-2. One more time. And he went around. Broke the plane. He's out. Out number 2.
Now back.
Well, you don't see that every day, do you?
Ruiz.
And now bring up the number 5 hitter, Kybert Luis. I gotta say, Thomas just doing really well. He's building up confidence on strikeouts. Kybert was 0 for 2 here in today's outcome of this game. And that's going to be hit high. Chasing after it. The center fielder makes the catch. And that's the inning.
It's time for the
fans get up a stretch as we get ready for the home half of the 7th. Manny Pena will lead it off. And the mission's up front 2-0.
Leading up for San Antonio.
And coming up to the plate now, Manny Pena. As he will start the bottom half of the home 7th. And that slider is outside for a ball, 1-0. A few more innings of our left homestand. And we want you guys to know that we are back next weekend as we take on the Round Rock Express. So hope you guys can make it out to the ball game. And did he go around? No, he did not. He got an argument called on him, and that's for strike 2. And he went around again. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out here in the 7th. And now we're going to bring in a pinch hitter here, and stepping in Billy McKinney.
Hitting for your missions,
Average was a .215, 12 home runs, and 28 RBIs. And gotta say, he's really well with the bat. We'll see how that is. Fouled off on the four-seam fastball. And now the count holds at 0-1. Oh and 1, here it is. And that's going to be well hit. Chasing after it, the center fielder makes the play. And that is 2 outs.
The batter, the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
And that'll bring in Tyrone Taylor. He was 1 for 2 with the single that led to the 2 runs here today. First pitch.
Whoa, that's down.
And the slider is outside the zone, 1-0. Swing and a miss, and now even up at 1-1. One and one. And that slider is inside the zone for a strike. And now the count holds at 1-2. Fouled off on that four-seam fastball, 95 miles an hour, called for still a count 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Strike 3 called, and that is the inning. So we played 7 innings, and San Antonio still out in front 2-0, top of the 8th.
Your attention,
Aaron
please.
Wilkerson
Now
is
pitching
coming
for
up
the
to
pitcher,
the mound now to
number
do the
66,
pitching duties here
Aaron
to start the top half of the
Wilkerson.
8th inning. Leading off the inning,
Leading
Matt
off for
Beatty,
Oklahoma City,
1 for
the first
2
baseman,
and a single
Matt
in the 5th inning.
Beatty.
And we are about to start the top of the 8th. And that ball is going to be lined off, fouled. And now the count holds at 0-1. 0-1, here it is. And Beatty is going to swing at the changeup and miss. And that is strike 2 called on him. Oh and 2, here it is. And that's going to be popped up. Left fielder getting his eyes on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Luke Rayleigh.
And then you got Luke Rayleigh up to the plate now. Who's Rook? I guess there was a guy named Ryukin. He's on the channel and stuff today. Attendance today, 9,641 who attended today's game here in San Antonio. So, gotta say, today was just a absolute gorgeous day for coming out to the ballpark and watching your San Antonio Missions play baseball. Wrapping up a 5-game homestand against the Oklahoma City Dodgers. Now the count 1-2 to Luke Rayleigh. And he's going to foul that one off on that four-seamer. And that is still a count 1-2. 1-2 delivery. Here it is. And that's going to be popped up. Shortstop is going to get his eyes on it. 2 away. Top half of the
Now
eighth is
batting,
progressing
left
quickly.
fielder, Terrence Gore.
And now bring up Terrence Gore, 1 for 2, a single in the 6th inning. And that four-seam fastball is in there for a strike. Now the count holds at 0-1. 0-1 delivery. Here it is. Fouled off and to right. That ball will go out of play. And now the count holds at 0-2. Oh, 2. Here it is. Strike 3 called at the knees. And that is the 8th inning. Let's say 3 up, 3 down. Again, not too shabby. Middle half of the 8th set to go. And now we're going to have a conference call right here. So we're going to see a double switch here.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And
your
stepping
attention,
in, Jake
please. These
McGee.
changes defensively. Now pitching and
And
batting
there's
in
your
the eighth,
stats right here
number
for them.
41.
ERA is 4.35.
McGee.
Innings was
Now playing lefty
41.1.
and batting 9. Number
And
8,
the stats just look
Zach
so good for this new
McKinstry.
pitcher. Come up to the plate now as he'll greet the new pitcher. And that'd be Jake McGee.
0-1.
I'm going to count now. 0-1. And now the count holds at 0-2 on that four-seam fastball inside the zone. Oh and 2. Fouled off. Still a 2-0 shutout here. And San Antonio in front of this shutout. Shutout. Where did that come from? Strike 3 called, and that is the first out here in the 8th inning.
Now batting.
Sorry if
third
I'm getting my
baseman,
words mixed up,
Lucas.
guys, but we will be working on that.
Airside.
Because I'm tired after eating a nice, good lunch here this afternoon. And stepping up to the plate now, Lucas Airseg. Facing in the pitcher.
0-1.
And the count now, a four-seam fastball, 1-0. Good crowd here on the Sunday afternoon. Here in a 2-0 early lead, and San Antonio out in front. And, oh, look out. That one nearly took his nose off. And that is ball 2. Just dusted him off outside the box. And that's a strike on him. And now the count holds 2 balls, 1 strike. Two and 1. Down low in the sinker. And now the count 3-1. Keon Broxton awaiting on deck for San Antonio this afternoon. Three and 1. And that will miss ball 4. And so Lucas will head down to first.
Keon Broxton.
And now bring in Keon Broxton. 2 for 3, 2 singles, and 2 RBIs so far through this game. Down low on that four-seamer. Now the count holds 1-0. And he swings and a miss, and that'll even up at 1-1. And that sinker is inside the zone. Now the count 1-2. 1-2 delivery. And he will swing and a miss. Out number 2.
Now batting, first baseman, Ryan Healy.
And now bring up Ryan Healy up to the plate now. 0 for 2 with a walk in the first inning. Ooh. Excuse me, guys. Yeah. Oh, runny nose here. Oh, and 1. Here it is. And the slider he'll chase. And now the count holds at 0 and 2. Guess full and ready for a nap. And we got a road game tomorrow. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 3 called, and that is the inning. We played 8 full, and San Antonio out in front 2-0 as we head to the top of the 9th. In now, Zach McKinstry, as he will be 9, 1, and 2 hitters due up for the top half. And Aaron Wilkerson doing really well. And hoping to get the save here this afternoon. Oh and 1, here it is. And that's going to be picked up by the first baseman, 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop.
So McKinstry will be the first sacrifice of the inning. And now bring up Drew Jackson. 1 for 3, a single in the 6th inning. Lined out to first, and that's 2 away.
Now batting,
so a big mistake right there, and he's going to be kicking himself over that one. And he goes down just like crazy. Now leading off Omar Estevez, and he's the last chance here today. 2 gone in the 9th, and the shutout still continues.
Counts 1-0.
Now the count now 1-0 with 2 away here in the top half of the 9th. And yeah, time is going to be called here as you see his mouth moving, and it looks like he's talking with the home plate umpire about that call right there. And now the count's going to be held at 1-1. One and 1, here it is. And that's going to be popped up. And that is the game, folks. And San Antonio gets the 5th of this 5-game series in a 2-0 shutout finish. And gotta say, today was just the best day for the home crowd to come in. Missions are getting on the bus. And we are headed to Iowa for the very first time. Eric Yardley getting the win here today. And gotta say, today is just a good day for San Antonio. Well, we are back here in just a few moments. We are going to go to one last station identification check. And we're going to give you your final line scores in just a few minutes, so stay tuned.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Missions. 2 runs on 5 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Dodgers, no runs, 5 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 27 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
And with this game wrapping up, we are back here on the show on this Sunday afternoon. as we wrap up a 5-game home series. Do apologize, home series in this one. And missions now heading to the airport. And they head to Iowa, as they will kick off their first of a 4-game series against the Iowa Cubs beginning tomorrow night. And we are into the month of May beginning Wednesday. Doubleheader on Thursday at Iowa, and then we are back home on Saturday as we play the Round Rock Express. And we got to find out who's playing what beginning on the 7th, 8th, and 9th. I mean, we're going to find out as quickly as possible. Well, let's go over your runs, hits, and errors. First for the victorious San Antonio missions here today. 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. For Oklahoma City, just 5 hits. Eric Yardley being the player of the game and winner on the mound for the missions here today. Aaron Wilkerson taking the save for San Antonio. Alex Wood getting the loss for Oklahoma City. And this will just about do it for everybody here. We are on the road for the next 4 games. And we'll be back on Saturday to launch off our 7-game homestand before we head to New Orleans beginning on Saturday, May 11th. Well, this will do for us here today. And hope everybody has a great day. And we'll see you on Saturday when we're back home taking on the Round Rock Express. So have a good day, everybody.